Hey guys, what's up? It's James Fomba. I want to thank you for watching this video. If you wanted to learn how to make money online, but you were struggling with getting sales in your business, I want to share another powerful strategy that can help you stand out from others and really build a connection with the right audience for you. All right, so I hope this helps. I brought in another sale in my business earlier. Also, I wanted to do a big congratulations. Two people who partnered up with me in this home-based business are on the leaderboards now. So what I want to do is go to time and date. I'm going to log into my back office. Then I'm going to give you this sales tip for your online business. All right. If you're looking for a way to make money online where you could get paid weekly as well as build up a monthly residual income, I'll have my website link directly below in the description box. If you decide to partner up with me, I do share my daily routine of advertising strategies, how to get traffic sources, and just how I keep myself organized and consistent with business. So I'll go to time and date really quickly. All right, so you could see here the time right now. It's 9:48 a.m. Today is Thursday, June 4th. What I'm going to do is log into my back office. All right, so here I am. You see, I logged in front of you. Now, once again, big congratulations to everybody who's taking action. I'm going to share a powerful sales tip in this video. I truly hope it helps. I also have a real example to share with you so you can see how it's more effective. Even in our normal life, we do it now with places on the outside that we know about. So once you get this key, you'll see what I mean. All right. So here, let's go to leaderboards. All right. So here we are. You can see with the power lead system this week on the leaderboard, you could see at the top earners, I'm at number 4 so far, and the week is not over. Now, here's something that I'm really happy about and big congratulations. You see the leaderboard, most customers enrolled. All right, so I'm at number 5, which is fine. What makes me happy here, Michael Campbell, this is someone who partnered up with me. Big congrats to you, Michael. You're on the leaderboard, bro. So he hit the leaderboard. Big congrats to you. At number 8 is someone else who partnered up with me, Emmanuel Bazil, and he's also on the leaderboard. So guys, big congrats to you. And yeah, I do share my daily routine. Also, here you could see at number 9, Emmanuel Bazil, someone else on my team, getting hitting the leaderboard. So guys, big congrats to you. I want to get into sharing this power key. So I'm going to start with my story first, all right? And then you'll see how stories help you. All right, so here I am. And now none of this is about showing off or my results. I'm getting into keys and strategies for you now. All right, so I started here so it could just be a bit of story. So when I first started online, my last 9 to 5 job, because I worked many jobs. I used to work at Dwayne Reed when I was fresh out of I went to college for a year. I didn't finish. See that? But I worked at Dwayne Reed. At one point, I worked for Weekend Vibe with Vibe Magazine. I worked as a production assistant with Rap City, a BET show. Then when that show was done, my last 9 to 5 job before I became an online entrepreneur, I was working with children with developmental disabilities. So kids with Down syndrome, autism, cerebral palsy. My younger sister, Jamela, she also has Down syndrome, so that's something, people keep those things private, but I have that personal experience of working with someone who has a developmental disability and understanding, how important it is, the kind of attention, care, and compassion and confidence building and just being able to have fun and treat them like normal. I know all of that in a personal experience level. So my last 9 to 5 job that I got, I was working with children with developmental disabilities as a respite worker, doing the fun activities, and the families loved it. I learned so much there, right? But then budget cuts happened, and I went from working like full time to sometimes I was only working 2 days a week. It was no longer enough for me to provide for my family. I started looking for other jobs. I started applying for other jobs, waiting for callbacks. No one was really calling back. This also at this time, I'm going to get into this, but just sharing a huge piece at this time. As you guys know, we're not our jobs. So, like, for example, you could be working a job, but inside you have a goal to do something else. You have an inner calling. Maybe you want to be a producer. Maybe you're a singer, a musician. Maybe you want to be an actor. You want to be a creator. There's other things, an inventor, right? So we're not our jobs. We do our jobs to earn an income, to provide for our loved ones. And, save up to do the things we truly want to do. So also at this time when I was working my job, I had got a songwriting contract, and I was hoping that would pan out so that music would be my savior. It didn't work out that way. Everything fell through at the same time as the job being gone, right? So I found myself at a point where I had no job. The music stuff didn't work out the way it was planned. I still have a family and bills to pay. And it's like, I don't know what to do, right? This is how my online journey started. I never wanted to be make money online guy. I really wanted to be multimillionaire musician, you know what I mean? And help my family that way. I found the internet during that time when we were struggling. So we had to start selling some of our stuff. I had to sell my PlayStation 3, my wife sold a lot of her Michael Jackson dolls, like collectible things that she loved. We put that stuff on Craigslist, my flat screen TV, my camera. It was crazy at that time. But that opened my eyes because when I put it on Craigslist, someone was immediately there to buy it, right? We took pictures, they saw it, someone came and bought it. Even though it was a tough moment, me and my wife were like, yo, that was crazy, but look, at least we got some money now. And I was thinking, you know what? If we can find a way to sell things online, that can be cool, but we can't keep selling our own stuff, right? So what I did, and I'm going to give you guys this key. If you have no money and you're looking for a way to build up some money so that you can invest in an online business, this was the first thing that I did, all right? I went on Craigslist. I went to the free section to see what things people no longer wanted and were giving away. And then I went to the wanted section to see what are the things people wanted to buy. All right. At the time, I live in New York City. So there were certain things that I just couldn't do. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not driving at the moment. With New York City, you could take the train or you could taxi it everywhere. There's so much of that. So I was like, all right, what's something that I can collect for free that I can make money on and still be helping people? This is in the beginning. What I noticed is that there was people in New York City who they couldn't afford to stay. They couldn't afford the rent. So there's always someone moving. And I was too embarrassed to ask for money at the time because I never saw myself at that point. You picture yourself either working your job and then becoming, you never picture yourself at a point where you have no job, no source of income, a family to take care of, but inside you still feel like you're worth it. So you can't see yourself asking for money. Like it was like that. So instead I would help people move, and I would ask them if I could the books they were going to throw away. I would ask them if I could keep the books. So many people would leave their books that I ended up selling a whole bunch of books to bookstores that bought used books. Doing that, I was able to make a couple $1,000s, right? That's where I really learned, wow, it's about connecting with people. And, that's before I even found these online businesses. So like my first online success came from Craigslist, really understanding, connecting with people. But then it was like, okay, it was getting winter time, and I'm like, I'm not going to be wanting to sell books. I'm not going to want to be lugging suitcases and, shopping carts worth of books up and down the train steps going to like Strand bookstore. It was a grind. I knew I wanted to be my own boss. And then at that moment, I knew it was possible to make a full-time income without a regular 9 to 5 job. Because I remember one month, it was the summertime. My wife called like a family. It was like these two older ladies. They were sisters. They were moving out of their house. They had over like 2,000 books. Just that one collection alone, it was crazy. It was crazy. But you see, I'm sharing my story. I didn't want to do any crime or anything illegal. So I was literally helping people move that didn't want their books. And I was taking those books and selling it back to stores that bought used books. Now, here's the thing with stories, all right? Something that can truly help you when you're growing your business or on your journey is your intro. Share some of your story, right? Sharing some of your story and what led you to the point you are now. Another thing you could do is share your vision and how it relates to your business. All right. So what's your story? Adding a bit of your story into your marketing will truly help you. Look at that. My battery's about to die. All right, guys. Let's do this. Boom. Did I get it in time? I did. All right, so here's a real example. And this was something that I learned from my mentor. And I learned from others. So this is someone, and big shout out to you, Matthew Pocious, right? When he was 18 years old, he started making like $1 million a month. All right. And he shared a story about a shoe store that was on the same street. There's 2 shoe stores on the same street. And inside they sell the same shoes. In store 1, when you walk in, nobody greets you at the door. When you look around, you don't really get any help. And the store owner is quiet. So, it's like you walk in, it's not any real assistance, and you just pay and walk out. Store number 2, when you get to the door, you're greeted by the staff. And they ask you if you've heard the story about the owner of the store. If you say no, they go into sharing some of the adventures he's had in his life and his love for shoes and how it got to the point that he created that he started the shoe store. And they make you feel very comfortable there, right? And so he was sharing, as years go by, when people move to new locations and they come back and they visit their old neighborhood, how all of them will have a stronger connection to store number 2 because of knowing the backstory. All right. And what's so powerful about that, and I have my website linked directly below. You can see you getting consistent signups with this program. But what's so powerful about that is you'll see that even in your life. Like if you go to your neighborhood, there's certain locations that you can connect to a moment in time in history, and you know that place because of this time, right? And for example, when those stores get knocked down, you feel something because you're like, yo, I remember when this used to be this, and the person who did this did that, right? So the key with your marketing online is, yes, you can focus on driving targeted traffic and all the basic standard, right? Drive targeted traffic and get leads to your business and automation and right. But what's going to take it to that next level is when you add a bit of your story. All right, guys. So thank you for watching this video. I hope this helped. You want to add some of your story into your marketing. That is what's going to help you stand out. And the cool thing is you are already unique. So you don't even have to try to pretend, So if there's something that you feel is a roadblock in stopping you, that could actually be a great part of your story that someone else can relate to, right? Like if you don't like getting on camera, how many other people may be afraid to get on camera? And as soon as you do it and share it with them, your confidence makes them more confident. All right, guys, but I'm here to help. This is back when they interviewed me at 70K. I've now earned over $100,000 with the Power Lead system. If you're looking for a home-based business where you can get paid weekly, as well as build up a monthly residual income, click the link below to check it out. If you decide to partner up with me, I do share my daily routine of advertising strategies. Here, my email, you can see it even in June, like boom, 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 right? In May, it was the same thing. If I scroll down, See, it was the same thing. March, it was the same. Just taking action daily.